Hi sisters, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in today's video, I am doing the ultimate James Charles inspired nail art. All the designs here you see were completely free-handed, so if you're interested to know how I did this nail art, then just keep on watching. So to start off, I went ahead and painted all of the nails white except for the two middle nails. They're going to be painted black. And for the first designs I'm going to show you, they're going to be on the index nail, and as you can see, they have a white base. So for this design, I'm going to need a tiny paintbrush, and basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint on some swatches. So I'm going to take random colors of acrylic paint that match the colors in his eyeshadow palette, first starting off with this yellow, and as you can see with my paintbrush, I am just going to, just drag the color up to make it look like a finger swatch. And I'm going to repeat this step with different colors throughout the nail. And here is the finished nail design. So moving on to another index nail. Once again, this has a white base, and I am going to go in with some yellow acrylic paint and just paint in the middle section of this. The reason why I put the white nail polish down first is to help the yellow acrylic paint pop. Since this is yellow acrylic paint, it is a little patchy, so I'm going to let this layer dry before I add another layer on top. And since I want this nail design to look like an Uno reverse card, I'm now going to go in with some black acrylic paint and paint an arrow going up and one going down. And while the black acrylic paint is currently drying, I'm now going to go in with my tiny paintbrush and some white acrylic paint. I am now going to paint on the outline of an oval around the arrows. I'm now going to go in with white acrylic paint and fill in the inside of the arrows, leaving a very thin outline of the black. Now, you could leave the nail design like this. You can say that you're done. However, I wanted to add a little bit of glam to this nail design, so I went in with some gold nail polish. And I just added a line of gold between the yellow and the white. And here's the finished nail design. So now moving on to the two middle nail designs, which are colored black. And for the first middle nail design, I'm going to go in with some white acrylic paint and my tiny paintbrush, and I'm going to paint on, like, quotations, James for 10% off. And of course, any oopsie daisies you do, you can go back in with black acrylic paint to fill it in. But anyways guys, so here's the finished nail design. For the other middle nail design, I wanted to paint on a little bit of Sister's apparel, so I am just looking at this reference photo and using my toothpick and white acrylic paint, and I'm doing my best to paint on Sister's how it appears on his merch. So whenever that white acrylic paint dries, I'm now going to go back in with the different colors, and I am going to add them on top. The reason why I put the white down first is to help the colors pop. I'm going to do this off camera, but I'm going to go in with a safety pin and black acrylic paint and just clean up the line work. I ended up changing the color blue, but anyways, here's the finished nail design. So now moving on to the ring nail designs, and for this one, since James is one of the largest beauty guru makeup channels on YouTube, I am first going to paint on mascara as well as some false lashes. I'm now going to paint on some luscious lips as well as a tube of lipstick. Gonna put a little bit of lilac there to finish off the mascara tube. And let me fix this little lipstick mark. And since James' Social Blade has been, green so far, I'm just going to go in with some bright green acrylic paint and paint on a heart here in the little corner. And here, near the bottom corner of the nail, I'm going to go in with some black acrylic paint and roughly paint on the outline of a makeup palette. And while that dries, I'm just going to paint on another heart here in the corner. So now jumping back to the makeup palette, since it has currently dried, I'm going to go in with my dotting tool and white acrylic paint and paint on 4 dots. Once again, I want to glamorize this nail design, so I'm going to go in with the gold nail polish and add it on the tube of lipstick, and also I'm going to add it for one of the pigments on the eyeshadow palette. I also decided to add a little bit of a glitter holographic polish on the end of the lipstick tube. As for the other remaining colors on that eyeshadow palette, feel free to add whatever color you want. I decided to add blue, green, and pink. And here's the completed nail design. For the other ring nail design, it's very easy, and I mean you can use nail vinyls, but I like to freehand my artwork. So I'm going to go in with a dotting tool and a peach colored acrylic paint. And this nail design was inspired by the blank canvas makeup look as for the Unleash Your Inner Artist makeup palette. So first I am just going to coat the top part of the nail with peach acrylic paint. Afterwards, I'm going to use the smaller side of my dotting tool and the peach acrylic paint, and I am just going to drag it down, creating the little drippy effect. If you need to fix any of the drips, be sure to let the acrylic paint dry and then just go back in with white to fix it. And here's the finished nail design. So now moving on to the pinky nail design. So for this nail design, it was inspired by Instant Influencer. I wanted the acrylic paint to look like the busted up eyeshadow. I don't know guys, you tell me how I did. As you can see, I just looked at the reference photo and did my best. Oh well. I mean, not every nail design is going to be perfect. Oh well. But anyways, moving on to the other pinky nail. And this nail is dedicated to one of my favorite makeup palettes, which is the Unleash Your Inner Artist makeup palette. So once again, I'm going to go in with some black acrylic paint and just paint on the palette in the corner of the nail. Yes, now I'm going to completely fill in this nail design, and while the black acrylic paint is currently drying, I am going to paint on a little safety pin right here on the top part of the nail. So I'm going to go in with some light gray acrylic paint and paint on a little upside down U shape. I'm now going to go in with a toothpick and just finish off the remaining of the detail. So now that that's out of the way, I'm going to jump back to the makeup palette, and once again I'm going to go in with my dotting tool and white acrylic paint and just add on the dots. Whenever those dots dry, it's now time to go in and add the color. You can choose to add whatever color you want, but I'm going to add the colors that I used whenever I made the swatch nail design. But like I said guys, personal preference, add whatever you want. Because I had a lot of excess acrylic paint afterwards, I decided to go in and paint on a tiny little red heart and a tiny little green heart to represent the, the social blade. So the red looks pink on camera, but I swear it's red in real life. But anyways, here's the finished nail design. So as you can see, I have done 3 nails completely dedicated to makeup. So for the last 2 nail designs, which are on the thumbnail, I decided to, kind of make them a little bit simple. So for one of the thumbnail designs, I'm going to go in with black acrylic paint and just paint on James' signature as best as I can. It's very hard to forge someone's signature, especially on a nail, but this is the best I could do. But anyways, so I tried to save the Instant Influencer nail design by doing it on my thumbnail. Once again, I'm going to do that busted up eyeshadow look at the bottom. And I tried to save it again by painting on blend, but don't blend in with some black acrylic paint. Oh well, this is the best I could do. Anyways, so I was done with all of the nail designs and I decided to add them all with a matte top coat. But yeah, despite 2 of the nail designs being complete fails, these are what they all came out looking like. But yes, anyways guys, so here's the completed ultimate James Charles inspired nail art. Let me know down in the comments what you thought of my nail art today, and also let me know if you think Sister James would like these nails. But anyways, I'm sorry about those 2 fail nail designs, and I'm sorry about my speech impediment. It's hard for me to pronounce certain words. But anyways guys, like I said, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and as always, thanks for watching!